Is tourism trending down because of the Trump effect in the U.S.? We'll talk to the minister about the soft arrivals in May that has the industry spooked. And police are looking for a man who tried to set his girlfriend's house on fire. We'll talk to the terrified victims. Plus, we'll go looking for the office of Osman Martinez's favorite construction firms. Also, we'll talk to hero pilot Howell Grange after 2 weeks of cutting-edge therapy in the U.S. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight, Thursday, June 12th, 2025. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craig.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
I visited the land of Serbia, a great many miles away. I ascended the Mount Everest few people have conquered. I roared on the snow-covered Antarctic and Arctic. I rolled swiftly across the vast, untamed desert. Linglong Tire conquers every corner of the world.
Measles is a virus that is highly infectious and spreads through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. It often starts with a fever, cough, runny nose, and red, watery eyes, followed by a rash that spreads all over the body. Measles can cause serious complications. But here's the good news. Measles is preventable. The safest and most effective way to protect your child is through vaccination. The MMR vaccine is safe and available at your nearest health centers and clinics. Let's keep our families and communities safe. Get vaccinated. Stay protected. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness in partnership with PAHO and UNICEF.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
In the heart of a thriving country, Atlantic Bank stands as more than just a financial institution. We are family and your steadfast partner in success throughout every step of your journey. Our unwavering focus remains on continually enhancing your experience through innovation. From the traditional banking services to cutting-edge online and mobile banking services, we make your life easy, convenient, and secure. We deeply value the relationships and trust placed in us over the years. This trust has enabled us to support and realize the dreams of our personal customers, be the driving force behind the development of micro, small, and medium businesses, and the preferred partner to our corporate clients. We are committed to serving our communities and making a positive impact. By prioritizing financial inclusion, we ensure that everyone has access to the financial tools and resources they need to thrive. We are your partner in progress, serving you with excellence and professionalism and providing real-life solutions. Today and for generations to come, let's continue building the future together.
Gear up! These charter mints aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sheree Kelso.
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight.
We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Linda Craft.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Come, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come, Ebony.
Black cats are going insane inside Mikado's Textile Palace because this Friday the 13th, Mikado's will defeat the Black Cat's unlucky jinx for all of Belize with the help of the dreaded Jason, who will be slashing prices not only to the bone, but all the way to the marrow. Steal deals, bargains galore on all our items. This Friday the 13th, only at Mikado's Textile Palace, your textile powerhouse, centrally located at 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
I have slashed the prices at Mikado. Now go take advantage of the low prices this weekend, Friday the 13th. Go now!
Publix to celebrate 27 years of serving Belizean families. Get 10% off over 1,000 items, dairy, meats, and everyday essentials. June 6 to 15, come celebrate and save. Publix Dafui Supermarket.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sun Up on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Tune into a special edition of Uncut on June 19, live from the University of Belize. I'll be talking to the foremost authority on Belize's economic history, author Victor Bulmer Thomas. I'll be talking with him about Belize navigating a path in the age of Donald Trump. You can come and see it live at the Jaguar Auditorium at UB or tune into Channel 7 or any of our live streams. Uncut is back June 19th. Join us.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
When Minister Anthony Mauler and Minister of State Devin Daly took over the Ministry of Youth and Sports, they revealed that 95% of the $7.5 million allocated to that ministry goes into salaries and administration. That leaves only $500,000 for programs, and that to be split between these two critical areas. This signaled issues with management and resource allocation, as well as administrative bloat, fueled by phantom workers in long-dormant programs. That state of affairs led to speculation about an audit being done. Today, when the media asked Mauler about the findings, he was decidedly vague. But he insists that it wasn't rampant corruption as the public might have suspected. In fact, he says the main problem was that there needed to be more checks and balances.
Well, that we need to put in some more of the checks and balances, which we've been doing. That there has to be a higher level of accountability, which we will do, and that we will show the nation that we will do things differently under Minister Daly and I's leadership.
There's questionable transactions there to be looked deeper at?
I can't tell you that, no. I don't know about that.
So how much of that audit speaks to wastage within the Ministry of Youth and the National Sports Council?
Well, it doesn't speak about wastage. It just speaks about proper checks and balances and proper accountability for certain initiatives.
Checks and balances and accountability in terms of what?
For example, when you disburse monies, for example, in the out-district committees, then there has to be accountability for it, right? When there is no accountability for the renting of facilities, that to me that should come into a consolidated fund. That didn't happen. And these are the things that we're talking about, relatively minor, because you're talking not about a great deal of money after salaries anyhow. So it's not this rampant corruption that people want to make. We're just in this environment where they want to paint all politicians as corrupt, that type of thing. I mean, throughout history that has happened. So as politicians, we have to take the lumps and we have to deal with the environment that we're operating in. But I think as long as you show work, you show progress, you are accountable to the people, then you should be okay.
And in terms of putting in those checks and balances, what's your plan moving forward?
For one, we've hired going through some management restructuring in terms of National Sports Council. It's a little bit more difficult in terms of youth department because that's a full government department and that everything has to go through public service. But for both of them, we want a full restructuring of the programs and of the management structure so that you have the systems and the policies in place for better management.
And while he's working on improving the fiscal management in the Ministry of Sports is also in discussions to fix the wasting Mexico Sports Center. But it may be a slow process to get it to its former glory, since he explained it's a lot of money to invest.
We have been looking at that, and I'm talking to the Ambassador Arnold, to ensure that we get it rehabilitated. We're working on certain things right now to raise the necessary capital to invest in most of the facilities. Now, when you talk about large capital investments like those facilities need all across the country, the monies that we're able is just to do some initial work to improve them, whereby our people can feel comfortable in going into those facilities.
The Mexico Sports Center in Belize officially opened its doors January of 2020 and was closed after Hurricane Lisa in 2022. We also asked the minister about tourism projections. While last year showed record arrivals, the summer of 2025 is looking very soft, according to industry observers. Mala explained that it's due to several issues, but particularly the economic uncertainty in the U.S. under President Trump. Mala warned that, coupled with a travel advisory from Canada, can have dire effects on the industry. He told us what they're doing to prevent it.
Well, from the first 5 months that we've seen, we're up by 1%. May was a bit soft, and I think the next couple of months will be difficult, but we will ensure that we do everything possible to have the numbers don't go down much at all.
Does it have anything to do with the tariff wars or something?
Everything. I just got back from an investment conference for hotels, and the entire talk was about the uncertainty all around us, and what that creates is a drying up of liquidity. People's 401k has been destroyed for the most part, and so they don't have that liquidity in their own lives to be able to take luxury vacations like what Belize offers.
So we know that this week as well, Canada issued a travel advisory against Belize. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, there are times when these things are done for reasons other than anything happening in the country, because I don't see any uptick in crime. I don't see any of these things happening right now, but it happens, and we have to continue to navigate through all of that. It's not an easy thing to push an industry like tourism forward, especially in these troubling times of global uncertainties.
Canada issued a travel advisory for Belize on June 6th. It says travelers should exercise a high degree of caution due to high levels of violent crime throughout the country. After the break, we'll talk to a family terrorized by an ex who tried to set their house on fire twice in 24 hours. And we'll go looking for the office of one of Osmond Martinez's favorite contractors. Don't go away.
Hi, have you heard about the expungement of criminal records? Well, as of August 1st, 2024, the Criminal Records Rehabilitation of Offenders Act allows for you to apply to have certain criminal charges permanently erased from your record. Isn't that amazing? So, what makes you eligible to apply for expungement? The offense must qualify for expungement based on Schedule 2 and 3 of the law. You must meet the applicable rehabilitation period. This is the time period you must wait before you can apply. The applicant must not have any outstanding matters or have had any other convictions during the rehabilitation period. You can qualify for automatic expungement for certain first-time drug offenses, as well as COVID-related offenses. So, what are the benefits of expungement? Well, it broadens employment and educational opportunities that a criminal record would normally hinder. It gives you a peace of mind away from the stigma of having a criminal conviction and provides you with access to services that may be otherwise restricted. If you have a past criminal conviction, here's what you can do to get it expunged. First, verify if you qualify for expungement. Then, prepare the application package. Each package consists of 2 forms. Applications are available countrywide. You then make a non-refundable payment of $100 at your nearest Treasury Department and finally submit the package and payment receipt to any Ministry of Human Development office countrywide. Note, applicants will receive a notification within 90 days to see if their application was approved or denied. So, if you are interested, visit any Human Development office countrywide, any magistrate court, or the Ministry of Home Affairs office in Belmopan. For more information, you can call 227-2716 or you can WhatsApp 613-0343.
Tune into a special edition of Uncut on June 19, live from the University of Belize. I'll be talking to the foremost authority on Belize's economic history, author Victor Bulmer Thomas. I'll be talking with him about Belize navigating a path in the age of Donald Trump. You can come and see it live at the Jaguar Auditorium at UB or tune into Channel 7 or any of our live streams. Uncut is back June 19th. Join us.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
I visited the land of Serbia, a great many miles away. I ascended the Mount Everest few people have conquered. I roared on the snow-covered Antarctic and Arctic. I rolled swiftly across the vast, untamed desert. Linglong Tire conquers every corner of the world.
Measles is a virus that is highly infectious and spreads through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. It often starts with a fever, cough, runny nose, and red, watery eyes, followed by a rash that spreads all over the body. Measles can cause serious complications. But here's the good news. Measles is preventable. The safest and most effective way to protect your child is through vaccination. The MMR vaccine is safe and available at your nearest health centers and clinics. Let's keep our families and communities safe. Get vaccinated. Stay protected. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness in partnership with PAHO and UNICEF.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
In the heart of a thriving country, Atlantic Bank stands as more than just a financial institution. We are family and your steadfast partner in success throughout every step of your journey. Our unwavering focus remains on continually enhancing your experience through innovation. From the traditional banking services to cutting-edge online and mobile banking services, we make your life easy, convenient, and secure. We deeply value the relationships and trust placed in us over the years. This trust has enabled us to support and realize the dreams of our personal customers, be the driving force behind the development of micro, small, and medium businesses, and the preferred partner to our corporate clients. We are committed to serving our communities and making a positive impact. By prioritizing financial inclusion, we ensure that everyone has access to the financial tools and resources they need to thrive. We are your partner in progress, serving you with excellence and professionalism and providing real-life solutions. Today and for generations to come, let's continue building the future together.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coast.
This morning, the 2023 in the...
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shirley Kelso,
and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight.
We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening, with your news, I'm Indra Craig.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Make light work lighter and quicker with switch technology from Axi Power Tools. Axi Switch technology breaks the bondage of power cords and grants you the luxury of freedom and precision. Switch one battery across all your Axi line power tools effortlessly, allowing for quick and efficient work. Cut the cords. Choose efficiency with Axi Switch technology. Only at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Hey, Belizean students! Ready to unlock your future? The Social Security Board is now accepting applications for its 2025 scholarship program. Whether you're aiming for vocational technical, high school, or an associate degree, this is your chance. To qualify, you must be a born Belizean accepted to a school in Belize. Entering high school, trade school, or college for the first time. Demonstrate financial need and academic potential. Don't wait. Learn more and apply online today at socialsecurity.org.bz. Deadline is Friday, June 27, 2025. Remember, only online applications are accepted. Unlock new opportunities for success with a scholarship from Social Security.
Come, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come, Ebony.
Black cats are going insane inside Mikado's Textile Palace because this Friday the 13th, Mikado's will defeat the Black Cat's unlucky jinx for all of Belize with the help of the dreaded Jason, who will be slashing prices not only to the bone, but all the way to the marrow. Steal deals, bargains galore on all our items. This Friday the 13th, only at Mikado's Textile Palace, your textile powerhouse, centrally located at 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
I have slashed the prices at Mikado. Now go take advantage of the low prices this weekend, Friday the 13th. Go now.
Make every moment matter with your credit card. More transactions, more chances to win cash back. You can be one of 4 monthly winners. Get a chance to win cash back with every purchase of $100 or more. For more information, visit www.atlabank.com. Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the...
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Cherie Culsel,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight.
We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Linda Craft.
Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7. Please, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Imagine falling asleep in your own home only to wake up to the smell of smoke and your living room in flames. Well, that was a terrifying reality for a family on Flamboyant Street who say they were targeted in a double arson attack by someone they once trusted and welcomed into their lives. Jomari Lanza visited the family today and brings us their story.
All of us could have gotten burned up. That's the reality the Castro family has come to terms with as victims of arson. And they have been hit twice in just under 24 hours. Homeowner Hanisha Castro says that the cause of the fires leads back to a dispute between her daughter and an ex-boyfriend bent on revenge. He is now wanted by police.
At 6 in the morning, my daughter had a dispute with her ex-boyfriend now. And then she had asked him to leave the premises where we reside. And however, he refused. So this went on till in the evening, like around 5:36. So we called for the police assistance to help us remove the guy from thing. At 10 o'clock last night, he came here. He turned on my stove, he turned on my gas tank all out, and I saw him lighting my sofa at the entrance of this door. He was stooping down with a blue lighter in his hand, and he lit it. And then the fire pan one day, we managed for out. Then I got to a police station, and I make my report there. However, that weapon all the push around it.
Castro says she was unable to successfully file a report until their house was set on fire again for a second time. And the suspect did not even have to enter the house this time to light one of their window curtains on fire.
So this morning, I came in like 3:45 because I was really sleepy. And little after that, me smell smoke. He had lit this curtain that was, my next chair was right there. And at 4 o'clock, the fire was on. That window got damaged and my sofa got damaged as well. That one did get damaged seriously because we were already sleeping. We could open our doors then, call it like that. I went again to the police and I tell them, this is the second time this has occurred in less than 24 hours. You know? So this young man, he have a history of this already. You know, he was a better person when his girlfriends, they leave him. So he threatened me. My rest of big girls are here. And all we couldn't make it born in this place. Yeah. Had I been a heavy sleeper.
And until Sir Hugh Androwin is in custody, the Castros will be losing sleep at the thought that at any moment, any hour of the night, their house could be set on fire again.
My children, they live in fear. Miss, I don't live in a fear because fear was sickness to me. But the way how I see my grandchildren this morning, and so when we did, through all this smoke and anything, they have to get them out of the house because they're a priority. To get them out, and then we focus on out the fire. So I would have said, Miss, that he don't have no remorse about nothing, and then he will continuously do it if somebody not put a stop to him. That's my feeling. And I say this for the bottom of my heart as a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, and cousin will love the grand picnic.
Jo Marie Lanza, 7 News.
Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Sir Hugh Andrews can call 922-TIPS. Since May 29th, we've been reporting on contracts awarded by the Ministry of Economic Development to 3 companies. Those transactions were flagged in a review of the Toledo Teachers Credit Union, and we have been investigating why. This week, we went looking for one of these companies, and here's what we found.
This is Ecumenical Drive in Dangrigatong. We searched up and down, but could not find the office for Express Construction, and no one in the area had heard of it. It has no registered trade license in the town. We got the company address from a quotation in a government contract, but it seems no one in government cared to check if the office really exists or if it is a registered company. They just routed contract funds through the Toledo Teachers Credit Union in Bella Vista, which dutifully processed it. We did try to call Express Construction at the number provided on the government contract.
Hello?
Hello, is this Miss Alida Flores?
Yes?
Hi, Alida. My name is Jules Vasquez from Channel 7 News. I've been doing some stories on Express Construction and Savannah Construction, and I know you are one of the owners of Express. So I wanted to do an interview with you about the contracts you all receive and the works you all did.
En español, por favor.
Solo hablas español, sí. Soy un periodista y estoy haciendo algo noticias. Alida Flores hung up on me. I hope it wasn't because of my badly broken Spanish, but Express is a part of a trio of companies linked to PUP Toledo East political insider Jose Felipe Flores, Savannah, Express, and Allen's Construction. And Aleida Flores is his wife. The general manager of the credit union explains why those accounts raise a flag.
These things came in the wrong way and the wrong company. How will I put money from Savannah's construction into Alan's construction that is not even registered? Express Construction owned by the wife with false address. I have mentioned that before. And so looking at that situation, we had to close the accounts and then stop doing business with them.
But the government didn't stop. Contracts and sources of funds provided under a FOIA request by the Ministry of Finance show Savannah Construction receiving contract disbursements at least up to July, like this one for a community rehabilitation center in Otosha on July 8th. Again for less than $50,000 because a contract for more than that has to be sent to the contractor general. That money was then placed into accounts for Allen's Construction at the Bay Vista Credit Union. This activity led to the cancellation of the accounts in August.
Savannah Construction was registered but on hold because they did not pay their annual fees. And Savannah Construction was owned by two people, the pastor and former chairman of Bay Vista Village and this fellow who claims to own all the companies. And so when the contracts came under Savannah Construction and we are placing the money in Allen's Construction, that's totally wrong. And so I did not print and I did not put those contracts in there because I would not collude with such transactions.
And while it was all too sketchy for the credit union, the man who signed most of the contracts, Osman Martinez, says that what matters is that the work was done. And he provided us these pictures of the community center in Otosha, which he says ended up costing $65,000, even though the contract was only for $48,000. Same for the community center in Crique Sarco, for which Savannah got the contract for $41,000, and Martinez says it ended up costing $55,000.
My friend, who are the beneficiaries? The people, you know, when you look at Crique Sarco and Otosha, they have a community center that was almost about to collapse in their head.
And in another ongoing 7 News investigation, we found that the politically well-connected I-Security has been getting work at a place close to home. That's the Orange Walk Town Council, where the company's original owners, Kevin Bernard and Ian Cal, were once mayor and deputy mayor. But their buddy, the town administrator, also had a connect. Here's that story.
In February of 2022, the Orange Walk Town Council boasted that I-Security was keeping an eye on things for them. Well, at that time, the former mayor, Kevin Bernard, the former deputy mayor, Ian Cal, were shareholders in I-Security. And so was the active town administrator, Alberto Guerra. Bernard and Guerra, along with Jose Urbina, transferred their shares to Ian Cal in August of 2022. Guerra's co-ownership makes it a related parties transaction, since he was the town administrator at the time and still is. But the relationship between the town council and the politically favored I-Security has been ongoing. These invoices show services contracted recently in the month of March and paid for in June. We're told the council pays I-Security on an hourly rate for security services as needed and not on a contract basis.
In a statement earlier this week, Kevin Bernard said, quote, "I have had no financial interest, stake or involvement in I-Security Limited since August 15, 2022. Since that time, I have had no involvement in the management, operations or contractual dealings of I-Security Limited." End quote. Village council elections are ongoing, but almost 3 weeks after the vote in Crique Sarco, the chairman still hasn't been sworn in. According to the Elections and Boundaries Department's website, John Bowe was elected with 77 out of 143 votes. But the alcaldes of the village are calling the elections illegitimate since, as they explained it, In a letter to the E&B Commission, the voters list contains names of people that don't live in the village. Specifically, there are a group of voters that have their address listed as Temash River. But as the letter explains, there is no settlement near the river in Crique Sarco. The alcaldes are accusing those villagers of actually living in Barra Sarstún, a Guatemalan village. However, Bo maintains that these names have been on the voters list in previous elections and his win is legitimate. He spoke to us about his concerns via phone.
To my understanding, the first and the second alcalde family wrote a letter to elections and boundaries, and more further, on yesterday's date, they posted another thing on Facebook stating that they even also sent a copy to the Prime Minister of Belize, General Breseno. And the tension in this village council election, Mom, is due to the fact that they have people living at the Temash Bar mouth. You know, they have a few villages, they have few peoples that names apply are on the voters list, came to vote for me. On my side, they came here on the set date, on the election day, the 25th of May. They came, 8 of them came to vote in my favor, no? But that is the reason why these people it's burning them then, especially the alcalde and the village, the second alcalde, no? And they gone even more further when they posted another thing on Facebook saying now that they demand to the government of Belize that they should throw away the election that was dated that happened last month, the 25th of May, should be thrown away because it seems though that doesn't work it none at all. No? So also the 25 people named from these same areas from the Bar Temash on the voters list should be withdrawn from the voters list, right? So now, and also the demand to the government that another date should be selected or for another by-election. If I may lose and then win, and then have a bother go through all of these things. A win is a win. You understand me? So my question now to these alcaldes: what is the issue? What is the reason why now they are stopping me now to make I not do my swearing? Why? What is it behind it? You know, because it's official for elections and boundaries. I don't see why is it that they're doing these such things.
We reached out to the Chief Elections Officer, Josephine Tamai, about this matter, and she said, quote, "The matter of the challenge is presently with the Elections and Boundaries Commission. The Commission is presently reviewing the matter, after which a decision will be taken and communicated to the alcalde who is making the challenge." The chairperson that is, who won, also wrote, disputing what the alcalde is stating. "I can say, though, that the voters list used indicates and includes the same traditional areas used for all previous village council elections," end quote. The exchange of letters continues between the joint unions and the government. In a strongly worded letter dated yesterday and addressed to Prime Minister John Breseno, the joint union negotiating team has rejected the government's counteroffer of a 4% salary increase, calling it a significant act of bad faith due to its conditional tie to the implementation of a contributory pension scheme by October 1st of 2025. "It is disingenuous to present this as a benefit," the unions wrote. They are calling instead for the immediate implementation of an 8.5% salary increase in line with previous negotiations and the rising cost of living. "You're selling crumbs as a feast," the unions stated. Despite the sharp tone, the unions say they remain committed to a collaborative and solutions-oriented partnership with the government. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll talk to hero pilot Howell Grange's doctors as he wraps up intensive therapy in the U.S. Don't go away.
Hey
Hey Dangriga, it's the 50th anniversary fair at Quality Poultry Products Dangriga branch. Join us Saturday, June 14, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. for a full day of fun and flavor. Dive into games and giveaways. Let the kids go wild in our free bouncy house and soak up the vibrant cultural entertainment. Enter our hourly raffles for fantastic prizes. Music can't done. Starting at 4 p.m., Punta Generals, then Sweet Pea and set the stage ablaze. At our Dangriga branch, take advantage of 10% off on groceries. Some restrictions apply. Legs in bag, 50 cents off retail, and neck and back just $15 per crate. Plus, enjoy special discounts on Running W and Country Meat products. Swing by and celebrate 50 years of quality poultry products.
It's a party you can't miss.
Come, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come, Ebony.
Black cats are going insane inside Mikado's Textile Palace because this Friday the 13th, Mikado's will defeat the Black Cat's unlucky jinx for all of Belize with the help of the dreaded Jason, who will be slashing prices not only to the bone, but all the way to the marrow. Steal deals, bargains galore on all our items. This Friday the 13th, only at Mikado's Textile Palace, your textile powerhouse, centrally located at 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
I have slashed the prices at Mikado. Now go take advantage of the low prices this weekend, Friday the 13th. Go now.
Attention, Punta Gorda. Quality Poultry Products is celebrating 50 years of serving you, and we're hosting a branch fair on Saturday, June 14th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bring out the family for classic games, marble and spoon races, needle and thread contests, an epic watermelon eating showdown, and a fiery hot wings challenge. Our live drumming will keep you moving. DJ Fresh will keep the party pumping, and Captain Paul Mahong will hype up the crowd. Feeling lucky? We have raffles every half hour with great prizes. And the grand finale is our Father's Day raffle. Perfect for celebrating Dad. 5 decades of freshness, community, and fun. Only at Quality Poultry Products, Punta Gorda Branch Fair. Don't miss it.
In the heart of a thriving country, Atlantic Bank stands as more than just a financial institution. We are family and your steadfast partner in success throughout every step of your journey. Our unwavering focus remains on continually enhancing your experience through innovation. From the traditional banking services to cutting-edge online and mobile banking services, we make your life easy, convenient, and secure. We deeply value the relationships and trust placed in us over the years. This trust has enabled us to support and realize the dreams of our personal customers, be the driving force behind the development of micro, small, and medium businesses, and the preferred partner to our corporate clients. We are committed to serving our communities and making a positive impact. By prioritizing financial inclusion, we ensure that everyone has access to the financial tools and resources they need to thrive. We are your partner in progress, serving you with excellence and professionalism and providing real-life solutions. Today and for generations to come, let's continue building the future together.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
Que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sun Up on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
The City Council today rolled out its second Youth Connect Student Hub, this time at the Hope Center on Central American Boulevard. It's a space for students of any level to receive tutoring, do their homework, or get assistance in other areas. And while it's only been rolled out in Belize City, so far the Minister of Youth plans to take it countrywide. Mayor Bernard Wagner and Minister Anthony Mala told us more.
That first hub really has been a game changer in the city in terms of delivering the sort of institution where our kids can go after school to get mentoring, to get tutoring, to help with their homework. I would say, given the past year, that within that first hub, we have served over 500 kids in that hub, and we're anticipating with the addition of this additional hub. It's really an investment, right? It's a strategy really to invest in our youths now. This is open from 1 until 7, and then on Saturdays from 9 until 2. We have a in-house tutor that assists the kids with homework, mentoring. If you may want to put a resume together, he or she is able to facilitate you with that. So he serves both in-school students and out-school students. And this is a very strategic area, given that it serves Lakei, Pickstock, and Freetown division. So we felt that this was a very strategic area. But we want to really expand the hub initiative. It's a part of our broader plan of really driving youth development and providing the spaces that they can learn in a nice environment.
I truly believe that if a large portion of the people who graduate from primary school don't graduate from high school, then to compete as a nation in this digital age, we will struggle. And I truly believe that when many of the kids get home, they don't have the necessary support at home. And so I think after school programs like this will definitely help our young people in terms of staying in school, advancing in terms of their education. Like I said earlier on, education doesn't guarantee anything, but it is a crucial part for us to be able to compete as human beings. Most of this was done through our community development fund, which we utilize in the best way possible.
And how did the City Council collaborate in this effort?
Well, in fact, I am truly impressed. They funded most of it, if not all. They enhanced the entire facility, and they invested in all the computers, all the tables, everything. So I am truly grateful, and I'm sure the people of this area and the people of the city will be truly grateful for this investment by the City Council and on our behalf.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness collects and keeps track of all their patient data through what they call a BHIS, Belize Health Information System. But they're not the only ones collecting this type of data. By partnering with other organizations like PAHO and the WHO, the ministry plans to increase its interconnection and how they can better control how this data is shared. They held a data-thon today, and here are the highlights from that event.
So this is Belize's first public health data-thon. We are doing this in partnership with the Pan American Health Organization, World Health Organization Country Office, along with dear colleagues at Washington, D.C. We are bringing different institutions here in Belize to really, over the next 2 days, have exercise to promote data sharing, to see the different databases that each institution is using and really see where the data is coming from, right? We want to do a mapping really to see where all this health data is coming, and how we as a ministry then can use this data to inform our policies and actions. So the main objective of this data-thon is actually to put the Ministry of Health as the steward of health data governance, right? So we are trying to look now at digital health transformation, and we're all moving towards that digital era of modernizing our health system. So we as a ministry now, we have that mandate to actually ensure that whatever data we receive meets the quality of what we need, and that data in turn then will inform our policies, our actions, which then translate to the better health outcomes that we want to give to the entire Belizean population.
So in the IT department, we do manage the Belize Health Information System, and as you know, last year we did publish the Clinical Data Exchange platform, which is now in production, in a production environment. So this data-thon that we're doing for these 2 days, helps a lot because, it's also to introduce to the different stakeholders and the different ministries and units that we do have a system in which, interoperability and data exchange can really happen. And it's not just the exchange of data, but also being able to create dashboards, reports, and KPIs for the different institutions and the Ministry of Health and Wellness. So the idea of the data-thon is for us to look at the gaps and also be able to do a data mapping, because we do have institutions that do collect some type of health data. And the idea is to have an overall, idea of what a national health information system can be for the Ministry of Health.
Last night we showed you the story that a U.S. news outlet did on hero pilot Howell Grange. Well, today, as he winds down his 2-week intensive physical therapy regimen in the U.S., we got a chance to speak to him and his doctors via Zoom. Jules Vasquez reports.
After an intensive 2-week program of twice-a-day physiotherapy and chiropractic sessions, as well as going through spinal decompression on this specialized state-of-the-art machine, Howell Grange can walk normally again.
Howell, how do you feel?
Good. I can wear my proper shoes now without having pain in my feet.
And he has a team of specialists at the Universal Chiropractic in Buffalo, New York, to thank.
Specifically, when we saw his MRI and we saw the case, I was, from my end as a physical therapist, I knew that in a short period of time we could have a great result. And he had a lot of burning sensation, numbness, shooting pain coming from his lower back. He was telling me he couldn't sleep for so many nights because of the pain he got.
But that has changed now.
From the last time you saw me, I walked 100% better. Yeah. I don't have the burning sensation. I don't have the numbness.
We implemented a special recovery treatment for him, because when patients get an aggressive treatment, even just like sometimes like once a day, they can be, extremely sore from getting that type of a treatment. But with us doing it 2 times a day, that brought up some concern. So we have a wellness center that, we just opened up, and we have assisted stretching, red light therapy, salt therapy. We have a wellness mat and a segmental traction table. And that's all geared to helping Howell recover from the treatment. So he would come in the morning, receive the physical therapy, then the chiropractic care with the decompression. Then we would send him over to the wellness center, and that would allow his body to recuperate and heal faster. And then that allowed us to get him in for a second series of physical therapy and the decompression on the same day.
And what made it all work, they say, was this patient's attitude.
He was a great patient, because he was, his outlook and even the minor changes as we were progressing, he was very positive, and I think that his attitude actually helped with us, as doctors, to help him get to where he's at.
Having Howell is probably going to be different from other patient doctors. Is very positive.
Yeah,
and that's one of the things I feel like mentally he was ready to get the treatment. So.
And now that they've gotten him to 90%, as Howell and his wife prepare to head home, they're convinced his recovery will be back to 100.
That's our goal, and we're going to continue working and collaborating with his physiotherapists and his doctors back in Belize to make sure that he's going to have the proper treatment and the proper tools to reach 100%. If he's a hero in Belize, he's a hero in Buffalo. That's what we call it. Yeah. So we designed this especially for him, and and it worked out really well.
Grange's last day of therapy is scheduled for tomorrow, and he returns home after that, this time without a walking cane. Let the buyer beware in Belize. That sometimes means you have to have X-ray vision. A concerned viewer today sent us this image of a bottle of Savlon antiseptic with its actual expiration date covered up and replaced with a false, more recent expiration date. It's almost imperceptible that a new fake label has been layered onto the old one, but when you peel it back, the expiration date of 2027 is revealed to actually be 2020. We can't say how widespread the practice is, but we do warn viewers to be on the lookout for this. 52 participants have successfully completed Phase 1 of the Economic Power of Micro-Entrepreneurship Program, an initiative under the Taiwan ICDF and the Ministry of Human Development, Family Support and Gender Affairs, which provides business, training, mentorship, and startup support for micro-entrepreneurs. The closing ceremony for Phase 1 was held today, which also marked the launch of Phase 2. These are the highlights of the event.
So it is through this partnership that we can celebrate 74 women that will graduate from round 1 of our ministry's Increasing Economic Power for Micro-Entrepreneurs project. And at the same time, we're welcoming an additional 60 women entrepreneurs who will participate in round 2, which we're also launching today simultaneously. With the additional investment of $121,000 from the ICDF Taiwan, we will continue to promote financial inclusion for business sustainability, actively engage in digital marketing, and enable business mentorship and provide access to microgrants, which gives you all the tools for success. So you have the theory, you have you'll learn about digital marketing, you have mentorship that will hold your hand and help you along, and most importantly, you'll have the micro grants to help you start up. So furthermore, our business model includes access to childcare services to support women while they learn, which is very important. As a single mother, I know my hands were tied, and if my babysitter couldn't come, then I couldn't go anywhere, including work. So that's a really good thing that they've incorporated this time.
Throughout this project, we all came with the same objective, to grow and improve our business. I appreciate the friendship formed and the true extends. Even today is our last day. The information and the knowledge we have received marks the beginning for more opportunities for all female entrepreneurs. I would like to conclude by expressing my sincere gratitude to the Ministry of Human Development, Family Support, and Gender Affairs coordinator team, as well as the founder of this project, Taiwan Technical Mission in Belize.
And that's all we have for our newscast tonight. Thanks for watching. With your news, I'm Indira Craig. Remember, you can find a full transcript of the news at 7newsbelize.com and see the streaming video on our Facebook or YouTube pages. Have a pleasant evening. Join Miriam Abdul-Kawe here tomorrow, and I'll be seeing you back on Monday. So until then, have a great day.